From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We've talked so many times on this show about what happens when Maury sends me something and then I just leave him on scene, right?
Uh-huh.
Or don't write back.
This is on text or like DM?
Anywhere.
Everywhere.
Maury, come in here for a second. So right before we started the show today,
Yeah.
Maury wrote me, all okay? You didn't write back at all yesterday. Now, normally when I get the you didn't write back at all yesterday, I for 1 second I feel bad because I'm like, maybe I missed something that was like important or vital.
Sure.
But do you want to know what I didn't write back to yesterday?
Oh,
you want to know
please.
what Maury sent me
Yes.
that I didn't write back to
Is
yesterday?
this why he looks so disheveled today?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what I didn't write back to. And so you and everybody else can know
Okay.
what I didn't write back to yesterday, which warranted before the show an are you okay? You didn't write back to anything I said yesterday,
Yeah.
like guilt trip, right? Mommy things. This is what I didn't write back to yesterday, was Maury sending me a video in slow motion of his dog licking his mouth.
Oh, God. What's he supposed to do with that information?
What do you want me to write back to that?
LOL.
No, it's not funny. I don't find that funny.
Like, what did you think? You sent that to Roz at whatever time you sent, and then you were waiting at your phone for that answer. What was that answer in your mind going to look like?
Oh my God, you have to post this. It'll go viral.
Okay.
Did you post it?
And then I took it down.
Why?
Because you didn't write back.
Oh, no, you took it down because it didn't go viral.
You took it down because it's weird. It's a slow-mo video.
Did somebody diss you in
First
the comments?
of all, I'm like
No.
fascinated by watching this. Why would you slow it down? Like
'Cause
that makes it look like intimate.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same
Right?
thing. Intimate.
Because I thought that's funny.
Like if you slow it down, if you're got your dog on your lap, and dogs lick you and they do all that stuff,
Sure.
right? But as soon as you slow it down and you see that tongue coming out, hitting your lips,
Yeah.
dude, it's so,
What did Matthew say when that happened?
It's
Or when you showed him
it's
the video?
so weird.
Oh, he doesn't know I did that.
Oh.
But this is what I didn't write back to yesterday. And then I come in today and I get the all good. You didn't write back to anything yesterday. And this is what I didn't write back to. First of all, I can't stop watching this video. I watched it one time yesterday, but I was eating, so I hit stop. Now I'm watching the whole thing. Watch the last one. That tongue goes up from the nose right up to the eye.
Oh, jeez.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh, right? Yeah.
Ooh,
In
if your eye was
slow-mo.
open just a little bit more,
In
that tongue
slow-mo.
would have touched your
Yeah,
eyeball.
but what do you expect me to write back to that? Seriously, in all honesty, what sort of response do you want? Because I would like you to help me
an emoji with
here.
the hearts over the eyes.
But I don't do emojis, you know that. But in all honesty, what do you want me to say? Because obviously you were hurt that I didn't write back.
I
you
thought I'd get an, oh my God, that's so cute, or an LOL.
But when has Roz ever
when have I ever
like
written that?
OMG?
Never.
That's so
because
cute
I've
to
never
you?
sent him anything like this. This warranted a reply.
But
I've been waiting for
but
like
I'm
maybe
not
it's this moment.
But I'm not the LOL OMG that's so cute guy. This is why you have a husband, okay? You send this stuff to your husband.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't you send that to your
Don't
husband?
send this stuff to me.
Oh,
I
'cause
will
he doesn't want it.
never.
My husband doesn't want to see this.
Oh. Oh, my God. Neither does your other husband.
What did you just say?
Oh, I just heard it. It went in one ear and
What did-
stopped.
what did
it
you
went
just-
in one ear and stopped.
Wait a second. What did you just say? What did you say? I'm going to take my headphones out. I need to hear this. I need to hear this like in the actual room. What did you just
I
say?
said neither does your other husband.
You. I may quit today. If I didn't quit because a coworker sent me a picture Frenching his dog in slow mo, I may quit over
Do you
that.
you need a ride home?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello.
Yo, Natisha, it's your boyfriend's Roz and Mocha. Happy 29th birthday.
Thank you.
What's going on? Whoa, you sound like not impressed that
Yeah.
we're calling right now.
No, I just woke up. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Natisha's been listening to this show forever, dude.
You know, sometimes people freak out when we call them. Huh? I'm sure you've heard that
I am.
before. You're freaking out like on the inside?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, sounds it.
Because and you had a feeling we were going to call because Natisha tweeted us like early in the week and was like, yo, it's my birthday Friday. Like, I would appreciate a phone call from you guys.
Yeah.
So I hit her up and I was like, yo, here's my email address. Send me your phone number.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are calling.
Yay.
All right,
No.
Natisha, for your second COVID birthday, what are you going to get to do this long weekend?
Well, I think my sister is coming over. She wants to get me a cake or something like that. And maybe drink a little, and that's about it.
Well, it is your birthday.
It's not really much to do.
I don't know. She said
Everything's
she was
closed
like,
down.
I don't know. I don't know what she called it. Like a cake? She wanted to get me something like that for my birthday, which is weird, but okay.
All right. Do you have any other plans for the long weekend?
That's about it. I can't really do much. Everything is closed.
Yeah.
It really sucks, but it's what it is, right?
Sure is. Well, we hope that this was at least a little bit of joy.
Yeah, wow, seriously.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yo, happy birthday, Natisha.
Thank you.
It's very exciting talking to you today.
No problem. Bye.
Okay,
Yo,
cool.
wait,
Yeah,
before we
well,
let you go,
well,
between
well.
Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Obviously you, duh.
Oh, cool.
Roz, don't act like you're surprised.
Oh, my God. All right, yo,
Scarborough Ting.
Natisha. Scarborough Ting all
I
day.
would say the same thing to you to not act like you were surprised, but I don't think you're actually capable
You're
of
from
that.
Brampton.
Who's from Brampton?
You.
No, I'm not.
He grew up
Sure?
in No, he grew up in
Am I
Acton.
sure?
He grew up in Acton.
Yeah, isn't that near Brampton?
No. By the way, and also I apologize to anybody from Brampton. I understand that my reaction was very harsh. being accused of being from Brampton, okay?
That is not a Brampton Ting.
No, that is not. I apologize. Okay? Don't come at me.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Okay, yeah. You really came alive when you thought I was from Brampton, huh?
She's ready to fight.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
All right, yo, Natisha, happy birthday.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Sonia, welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
Hey guys, how are you?
We're good. Sonia texted us and said, I have a conspiracy theory about the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, I've been listening to the podcast and the show twice over now, and I wholeheartedly believe that Maury and Mocha are totally conspiring against Roz and mouth charades, and you're probably going to wait until the day he retires to tell him.
I am with you, girl, 100.
Okay. But Sonia, if you've listened to the podcast twice over and you listen to
Yes.
the show daily, then you know in the, almost 12 years that Roz and I have been working together, he has always said that he does not like losing.
Yes.
No,
Right?
I hate
But
losing.
Maury-
He hates
helps
losing.
so much.
Thank you.
Nah, he doesn't.
No.
What have you heard? Like, obviously, there's little things that make you feel this way, where you come to the conclusion that there must be some sort of vast conspiracy against me. So, what have you noticed specifically?
Okay, Maury gives you clues that are way harder.
Thank you.
He gives Mocha very specific ones that are easier to guess.
Thank you.
And sometimes I think, how is Mocha guessing these? Because there's no way anybody would ever get that.
Thank you.
Is there not a chance, Sonia, that I'm just good at the game? Like, why can't I be good at something and Roz not be good at that same thing?
No, this is one thing where I'm like, Maury and Mocha are totally trolling Roz.
Yeah.
And Sonia, like when you listen to when we play mouth charades, like Maury will give a clue and I will agree with Roz. Like Maury doesn't do the clues.
That's part of the plan, man.
Some of the clues Maury doesn't do them well.
We've done mouth charades where I've had literally 3 clues in a row from Maury where he does the same sound.
Yes.
Right? The same sound. And one is like a motorboat.
Mm-hmm.
The other is a ghost. And then the third one would be like cutting stale bread. And I get the same sound for all 3.
Absolutely.
Oh,
right?
Dang, you just won.
Yeah. Oh,
Congrats.
jackasses. You guys suck, man. I'm with you. Thank you so much for noticing and having my back.
Okay,
No
how about
problem.
this? How about this, Sonia and Roz? What if we just try again?
Yes, can you guys play it? I do love the game.
If we gather if organize ourselves here in the next 3 minutes? Do you want to play? Can you play the game, Roz?
You
want to?
Do I want to? No. Could I? Sure.
Okay, cool.
But I would like to do this now as just a simple experiment, just so people know what the deal is and how this is a total fabrication of anything that is honest, and it's not. And I agree with you that there is some sort of conspiracy, and I still have not yet been able to get to the bottom of it. And we will play this now as an experiment for you to prove you right, me right.
Yes.
Sounds like sore loser talk to me.
Sore loser talk.
Yeah.
Stop it. I'm a good loser. Shut up. That's not what I meant. It's not. It's not. It's
Thanks,
not what I
Sonia.
meant.
I love you lots.
One of the
Love
best.
you too, guys. Have fun.
One of the best losers, actually.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz, it's your favorite time of the day.
Well, it's like charades, but only using the mouth. That's all you get to figure it out. It's a little bit tricky without a doubt. If you didn't know, now you know what it's about. It's time to play mouth charades. The best game you've ever played. It's time to play mouth charades. If you can figure it out, then you've got it made.
Yeah. Mouth charades. Very easy game to play.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so mouse charades, very much like regular charades. Dan Moore will be giving the clues. It's me versus Mocha, a.k.a. Roz versus Mocha. No pantomiming using your hands or any sort of physicality. More, you are only allowed to make sounds to give your clues. And
Why are you so miserable?
Why am I so miserable? Because you know how I feel about this game. Did you not listen to every conversation we've ever had about this game? Which is there is a mass conspiracy against me to lose every single time, and then people wonder why I don't play the games with you guys, and this is the exact reason. So anyway, without further ado, let's play this thing.
So each of us, Roz, will have 30 seconds to guess what it is that Maury is mouthing.
Yeah.
The 30 seconds is signified by a ding. You get 30 seconds of silence, and then ends with a double buzz. If you've never heard how mouth charades is played before.
And just to reiterate, the teams are me, Roz, on my own versus Maury and Mocha, who cheat like hell.
No, I'm a, what do you call it, a partisan.
Yeah, you are partisan. Exactly. Yeah, you are 100% partisan.
So who goes first?
No, it's Roz because he hasn't won.
All right, ready?
Okay, yes, hold on. Wait.
You got
Okay,
fix
go.
your hair for
Yeah,
it.
go.
Okay.
Go. Boop, boop. That's a computer. That is, it's a not Morse code, a submarine.
Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop.
Are you typing into something? What are you doing? I don't know what that is.
Dialing a phone.
Boop, beep, beep. You just...
I would have guessed robot, to be honest with you.
Thank you. But dialing a phone would go beep, 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 beep. 7.
How's that different? Beep,
7.
beep, beep,
You
beep,
just
beep.
did like 1,000.
Because it's 30 seconds. I'm dialing, obviously, to the UK.
Oh, God. Okay.
What if I went beep, beep, beep?
That would have done it.
But then that's only 4 numbers.
That would have
I don't
done
know.
it.
If it were me, like I would have guessed robot. That sounds like a robot.
I would have said it. I would have said dialing a phone there too.
Well, you should
but
have said
you
it.
just beeped with no ring.
It didn't say and the phone rang. It just said dialing a phone.
All right, my turn. Punching bag. Punching, hitting. Oh my God. Lawnmower? A boat. A tugboat?
Yeah. Oh,
Shut up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Is it really? Oh my God.
Shut up. You guys, I swear to God. I swear
What
to
else
God.
would this be?
It sounds like a boat.
But you didn't even go, woo, woo, so anything like that.
Why would I go woo woo?
Oh, God. Never mind. Onwards.
Roz next.
Yeah. Okay. Walking with a cane.
Okay, right. Yeah. We didn't start the timer yet.
Cheating.
What's that?
Cheating.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
go. Waves on a beach. You have done this exact sound 1,000 times during mouse charades.
Yeah.
Like a clock? Is it ping pong? Is it your mouth is getting tired and the sounds are changing now? You need to exercise. That is what is that?
Footsteps.
Footsteps.
Oh my God. Okay.
The footsteps of what?
That does not, you know what it sounded like? If it were me, I would have guessed like a horse trotting.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
I would have given you that.
Oh my God.
You should have said horse trotting then.
Don't tell me what I should have said.
Oh.
That's rude.
It was definitely not walking with a cane.
I was. Are you sure it wasn't walking with a cane? Okay, stop. That's not that. No, that's no footsteps that anybody's ever heard before. Just carry on. Mocha's turn.
Oh my God. Breathing? Like being intimate? Like a hot shower or like a bath or something.
Bath. Getting into a hot bath.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Come on, for God's sakes.
What?
Come on. Show me the piece of paper where it says that.
Getting into a hot bath.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Was it this part for you?
No. It was a part that sounded like water.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you listening to this right now, you have to understand that the clues that I get are unbelievably subpar compared to the clues that Mocha gets.
Let's do one more for Roz. How about that?
Sounds good to me, of course.
Okay, go. Getting into a hot bath. That is being intimate? Is it being intimate alone? Is it running? Is it, you sound very excited. What?
Bro, you better not say being intimate alone right now.
What was that?
Heavy breathing.
Oh my God.
See?
Oh my God.
I literally was breathing heavily.
Stop it. Last one for Mocha. What's the score, Shem? Don't tell me.
Yes, let's leave that one alone.
Yeah, thanks. Last one.
Okay.
Kissing. Frenching.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What was it?
French kissing. Was it this for you? Is that what gave it away?
It actually is. My next guess is going to be walking with a cane. Anyway, 3-0 for me for Mocha. So that's how you play Mousetrap. It's super easy. I don't know what your problem is, Roz.
Shut up. You guys are the worst people, let alone friends, that anybody's ever had, ever, in the history of anything.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Yo, Lucy, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha.
okay, so everyone on my street thinks our neighbor's wife is cheating on him, and they all want me to tell him.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. One of my neighbors is having an affair on her husband. Like you said, everyone thinks this, and you've all been talking and totally believe it to be true. He's super nice, and the whole neighborhood feels bad for him, and they want you to tell him because you're moving in 3 weeks.
Oh, no.
So, like, scorched earth, right? Like, you just, like, leave the, like, light the fire and walk away?
Kind of, yeah.
How do you
Lucy,
know? How do you,
like, yeah,
how
is
do you
there
know,
any
first
proof?
of all? What's the proof you have of the affair?
Okay, so the husband, like, he works, like, he does shift work, right? So
Yeah.
whenever he's not there, like, the alleged boyfriend will, like, come in within 5 minutes, right? So, like, they just miss each other by 5 minutes, coming and going. And then we'll see them, like, going for a walk, holding hands, like, being intimate, kissing. They're not, like, they don't hide it.
Okay, but what do you know about the relationship with her and her husband?
Oh, so she's like completely like antisocial. She doesn't talk to anybody in the neighborhood. But the husband will, like, in the summertime come out, you know, and have drinks with us and everything. And based on what we know about their relationship, like, they're trying to have a baby and everything. And you know, he's working all these extra hours.
But how do you know? How do you know this isn't part of their arrangement?
We don't.
Yeah.
It's just so fishy because it's like they just come and go, like they just
Okay, but listen, Lucy, why don't you and your
So
nosy neighbors just mind your own business?
Well, I did want to, but then everyone's like, well, you're moving, so, like, you should, like, say something, like put a note in the mailbox.
They should. A note in the mailbox. What are you, a bunch of children? No, Lucy, you tell your nosy ass neighbors to shut the hell up and mind their own business.
Yeah.
Yeah, why you got to be so busy?
Literally, that is exactly what I said to my neighbors. Like, your words were in my head. I'm like, why are we all so busy for?
Yeah, like, just like, don't. It's not.
Like, no, like, I don't want it on me.
It's not your
have their marriage
responsibility,
ruined.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not. You're not. This is a bunch of people, okay, who the only way they can ever feel sort of like they're elevating themselves or they're better than somebody is, 1, to have information, 2, to have secrets, and 3, to feel like the hero. Okay, that's the only way that they feel that they can get ahead, because they have nothing else going on in their lives.
Yeah, but they're not doing anything about it except putting poor Lucy in the position to go and spill the beans, right, or cause all this drama.
They got no sack, and they want you to go and burn this guy's house down and then walk away, right? Like, just don't be, why you got to be so busy all the time? Like, who cares? What business is it of yours?
I agree. Totally. Like, you know, I don't have time for this. I have a newborn, like, I'm moving, like, I don't have time for this. And, you know, all these people, they're home this summer because of the pandemic, blah, blah, blah. They just want something. They just want something to entertain themselves. And like, I don't got time for this.
Is this guy on the street whose wife is allegedly having an affair, like, is he really, really great friends with any of you?
With a couple of the people on the other side of the street. Yeah.
So why don't they tell him?
That's what I said. I said, well, you know, you people do it. Like, you're the one who has dinners. Yeah, they are. They're all scared because they live here.
Right. So maybe they got a weirdo relationship that, like, you guys just need to stay out of. Mm-hmm. Who's better looking, the husband or the boyfriend?
The boyfriend's younger.
Oh.
So.
How old is she?
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s. And how old is he? Like 20s?
No, the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he looks like a puppy. Yeah.
Oh,
damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where does he park his car? Like right there in the driveway?
Yeah, in the driveway, which is like that. Like we're like, ooh, that's bold. And they're like,
listen to y'all. Like,
I know.
Right?
It's like y'all live on Wisteria Lane. Desperate Housewives over here.
What do you guys have? Like a group chat going on, saying he's there again? Like, how do you guys communicate all this with each other?
Like, we all have porches in front of our house, right? So like in the mornings, you know, we'll be sitting outside and having our coffee or whatever.
Oh my
right?
God!
Then,
So y'all have a meetup now?
Not a meetup. It's
Get
just,
a
you know,
hobby,
nice.
everybody. Tell them all to get back to work, mind their business, and get a hobby. Leave that family alone.
Yeah, maybe this is a thing. You know, maybe it's an arranged thing. I don't know, of where he goes to work.
Or maybe she is cheating.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not your business, Lucy, and all your nosy ass neighbors should just stay indoors and stop looking out the window and meddling, okay?
Yeah.
You know why they want you? They want you to do this because they don't want to be the one that if something blows up, then all the fingers are being pointed at that one individual. Well, you're the one that said something in public. You're the one that told the husband. You're the one that outed all of this, right? That's why they're all scared.
So are they all prepared then? So if somebody tells him and they go in and have a giant fight and he knocks on one of the neighbors' doors and says, I need to stay here for a couple of weeks, they're all going to say yes or no?
Oh, I don't know.
No, of course not. No, they would not. No. You can't do that. Stop being so bloody busy, all of you. It's crazy. It's madness. It's
Lucy,
absolute madness.
Go enjoy your newborn. Congratulations. Go enjoy your life in your new house and keep your nose out of everybody else's business. All right?
Thank you, guys.
All
Can
right,
I
girl.
just say, you guys are the only reason why my baby sleeps at night, because I'll put on the podcast and she'll fall asleep instantly.
Because we're so boring?
No, I think it's your voices. It's like Roz's voice. I think to be honest, I think it's Roz's voice because it's like nice and deep
and what, boring?
Yeah, probably.
No, you guys aren't boring.
Deep and boring.
No, you're not boring.
Maury, write that down. That's going to be the name of my book when I eventually write one.
Deep and boring.
Do you want to be smooth, cool dude or deep, boring guy?
I knew this was going to happen. We talked to you for too long. It went on. That one extra step just ruins everything.
I'm sorry.
Thank
we
you,
love
Lucy.
You. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
I just seared my tongue.
You just seared your tongue?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
And the roof of my mouth and my throat. Like right before I turned the microphone on.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Because I drink hot water and lemon every day.
Oh, and you scorched yourself.
Yeah, because normally what I do is I pour the cup and I leave it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Let it get to a decent temperature.
Yeah.
But I just refilled it like 2 minutes ago because I bring a big thermos of boiling water.
Yeah.
And I went to take a sip just now, I swear.
You know when some things are too good? You know when you buy something because it does something, but it does it too well? That's a goddamn Yeti mug. I put stuff in a Yeti mug, and I'll leave it on the counter for an hour, and I take a sip, and it burns my mouth.
So this...
They should come with... Like, that is a lawsuit waiting to happen. I know you can... I know, like, the technology is there, and they figured out how to do something. I've been using, like, thermos mugs, whatever, travelers, whatever you call them, my whole life. The first time I used a Yeti mug, it was like I was experiencing something for the first time.
It is
like I'd never even seen something like this before.
Favorite mug, absolute favorite.
So how long has that hot water been in there for now?
Oh, I don't know, 30 minutes.
Like 30 minutes.
But here's the thing. So I have the Yeti, which I love, and it keeps things.
It's not good, man.
It
You gotta
keeps
be
things
careful.
super hot, but it also keeps things icy cold, right?
That's true.
But to add on top of that, I have a thermos of water.
Yeah.
So this water in this thermos,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Was boiled.
Okay. So
And
you
it's
went.
still piping hot.
Okay. So you're not supposed to go from a thermos into a Yeti mug, right? Like you're supposed to go to a thermos into like. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Bring a kettle in here?
Yeah, no, but you're like, you got to let things cool, man.
I know.
You got to let things cool. I tried to take my Yeti mug out of the dishwasher the other day and I dropped it on the floor. The dishwasher had been off for an hour.
I know.
But I grabbed the Yeti mug. The Yeti, it was like grabbing coal.
So now
you're all burned.
My tongue.
Which part of your tongue? Right in there in the tip, huh? Yeah,
It feels fuzzy.
It's not good.
And the top of the roof of my mouth.
It's not good.
Feels weird.
It's not good. That's like a worker's
and right
comp
here,
kind of
my
situation,
throat right here,
I think,
right where my Adam's apple is.
Yeah.
It hurts so much right now.
It's not good, man. It's not good.
I'm gonna have to take a leave.
No, no, like that's the kind of thing that burns down like through the bottom of your mouth and just starts dripping out of your chin onto your lap.
Yeah, I'm holding
like it'll
in
burn
tears.
a hole right through you.
I'm doing everything I can to hold back tears right now.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But there's no, and the weird thing is when you burn your mouth, the great thing is that mouths heal fast. I
Yes.
always used to say this to Rox when she was a kid and she would bite her tongue or bite the side of her mouth. I'm like, listen, don't worry about it. The great thing about mouths is they heal fast. The worst problem with mouths is you can't do anything to it. You can't rub a cream on it. You can't put a Band-Aid on it.
No.
You can't do anything. You just have to sit there and wait for it to heal on its own. And then after a mouth injury, what you're left with is some tiny little piece of skin that then you just flick around with your tongue for a week until you get the courage to bite it off.
No, my whole thing now is that for the rest of the day, everything I eat and drink is going to be ruined.
It's going to touch it. And it's right, it's right in the mid, like the tip of the tongue too, huh? Let me see. No, you can't really see. You got a pretty tongue.
Thanks.
Yeah. That's not weird, right? I mean, I just, I know we're close and all, but, credit where credit is due.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I start to get the feeling that Matthew McConaughey is just goofing on everybody now.
Why? What do you do
Well,
now?
because every now and then when he starts going off on those sort of poetic rants, the rhymes, they're awesome and they're inspiring.
Yeah.
And they always seem sort of top of mind, right? They always seem like it's just like that's just in him.
Yeah.
And then
Let me share this with the world.
Every now and then McConaughey gets caught where he sounds a little unprepared. Okay. And this
for real?
this is, you let me know. This is McConaughey doing the Start Your Engines for the Echo Park Texas Grand Prix over the weekend.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. This you already know. That's 3 green lights. 1, 2, 3 in a row. You know. You ready? You know you want to go. Good thing the rubber is already on the road. Drivers, start your engines.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, no, I think he knew what he was going to say.
think
That
so?
was prepared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lame lines,
Yeah.
but he was prepared. He was prepared. You
right?
want it to be as chill as possible to
Right.
deliver those lines in the McConaughey way, even though the atmosphere is not calm.
But all he did was just like normally with the sort of stuff that's top of mind. Okay, and I think that maybe why this one struck me as a little underwhelming was because really he only rhymed one word, right? Like he only did one rhyme throughout the entire thing. Like he didn't build. There was no sort of transitions. He, it was go in a row on the road. Like there was no, there was no variation to it whatsoever,
What do you
right?
want to do? Like three minutes on?
Play it again for me. Play it again. You
All
tell me.
right,
You tell
all
me. You
right,
tell me.
all right. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. This you already know. That's 3 green lights. 1, 2, 3 in a row. You know. You ready? You know you want to go. Good thing the rubber is already on the road.
Okay.
Driver! Start your engines.
He knew what he was doing.
You think so? But that's like a little, it's a downgrade from what he's normally done. But I like
again,
it, though. He's out there testing the world to see if they want him to run to be the governor,
right?
Governor of Texas, yeah. So he's out there testing it. 1, 2, 3, all in a row. Still selling his book, too, right? Because if you notice, Green Lights is the name of his book, right?
Oh, yeah, that's
still
right.
selling the book.
We got you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kevin Hart's on Ellen today.
Oh, nice.
And I guess during COVID, there were pics of Kevin Hart where he stopped dyeing his hair and Kevin Hart let some gray come in.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of people did during COVID, right?
Sure.
We were all like, let's
Screw
let the
it,
beards
whatever.
grow,
Yeah.
let the roots
This is a
come
real
in.
me.
Thank you. So this is Kevin talking about why he let the gray grow in and why he got rid of it.
You let your hair go gray.
Yes.
And I thought it looked good, but you obviously decided not to keep it gray.
Well, I don't think that's something we had to draw attention to. Some people may have thought that this was my hair, my regular hair. Of course you got a picture. Why wouldn't you? That's not Morgan Freeman. That's me. That's actually me. I can go full gray.
Well, why don't you like that?
It's not that I don't like it. I don't like the way my wife looks at me when it happens. Like I get, like there's a couple of looks that she's given me where I've caught her thinking, this is just not for me.
But you're not worried about getting older.
No, I mean, okay, here's what it is. Right now, where I sit at the age that I'm at right now, I notice changes in my body. I'm making noises when I get up. I'm doing that. A lot of cracks.
But you're taking care of yourself, so probably it's not going to be bad or as bad as it would if you didn't.
Or I can be the 2-inch shape old guy. That's something.
How old? I don't even know how old Kevin Hart is.
I'm not 100% sure.
41.
Well, how much?
41.
41.
He's younger than you.
Yeah, he is younger than me. I got, anytime I get up off the couch, Roxy mimics the sound that I make when I get up off the couch.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're at that stage now?
Well, because Catherine bought a couch, right?
Yeah. Here we go.
And I'm going to... okay, there are certain things in life, okay, where 2 inches doesn't really matter. But there's a lot of places in life where the difference in 2 inches matters a whole lot. Okay?
I've been told it's how you use it.
Okay. And a couch is one of those places where 2 inches is an incredible amount, no matter how you use it. Okay. And the couch that we now have is about 2 inches shorter than any couch I've ever sat on before. Mm-hmm. And so it's difficult for me to get up off the couch because when you're as tall as I am, okay.
So 2 inches in height.
Yes, it's short.
Okay.
So when you're as tall as I am, okay, and you're in that position, trying to deal with those 2 inches is very difficult. Mm-hmm. And then when I try, I make a big sound. And then so every time I get up, I always go, because when I get up off the couch, I have to go like this. Okay? When I get up off the couch, I have to do this. I lean forward, and then I lean back, and then I throw myself up.
Oh, you got to get that momentum.
I have to propel myself up, and then so I lean forward, and I lean back, and I go, and then I get up and I walk away.
Okay.
And then so I go, and then Roxy goes,
Does she roll her eyes like that too?
No, she doesn't even look at me, right? Because she's small, so the couch doesn't bother her.
Yeah.
And Catherine's almost the same height as Roxy, so the couch doesn't bother her. But for me, every single day, right, it is about those 2 inches, and it becomes
is it
very
with any
difficult.
chair or just
no,
with the
it's
couch?
super low. I'm fine with every other chair.
Yeah.
I'm fine with every other chair. Anything that's average size, I can handle no problem.
Yeah.
It seems that being tall is really not a good thing. Because, when is tall being a good thing for you? Because you can't fit in cars often. Your legs don't fit in the bathtub. So at what point is being tall good for you?
Like when people look at you and they immediately respect you?
Oh.
Right? That's one of them. That's a big one.
Okay.
Right.
Brent's walking in here now.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You may not know Bev Standing by name, but you definitely know her voice.
Bev was the original voice of TikTok. When you did the text-to-speech feature on TikTok, she was the voice you heard. Billions of people heard.
Hi, TikTok. My name is Misty. How text messages go with my younger brother? Yo, sis. Yo, bro. Does this thing bleep when I cuff? Turning texts from my boss into inspirational quotes. Shake it up. Enjoy.
Right?
Yeah. But the problem is Bev didn't know that she was the voice for TikTok, and then she tried to reach out to them, lawyered up, and all of a sudden there's a brand new voice on TikTok.
Hello, Bev. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh, my goodness.
What's going on?
Well, I'm just getting up.
Okay. So this is crazy. First of all, you're the voice of TikTok, or I guess you were the voice of TikTok. How did you wind up figuring out that every single video on TikTok where they use the text-to-speech option was you? Like, when did you realize you were the voice of TikTok?
Well, in November of last year, a friend of mine who lives in Portugal sent me a message through Messenger saying, "Is this your voice?" And it was a TikTok video. That's how I found out.
Really? But were you able, how did you confirm it though?
Oh, it's my voice.
Oh, so you just know. But where did they get it?
I did a text-to-speech job for a gentleman in Edinburgh, Scotland, 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I read 10,000 sentences.
Damn.
And every sentence had to be read exactly like the voice you hear on TikTok.
Oh.
So for example, I went to the store and bought some bread, and then I went over here, and tomorrow I'm going to go to school.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That's my voice. Right?
Can you say I tried to shave my dog, then this happened?
I tried to shave my dog, then this happened.
Right? Yeah, you are TikTok. 100%. Yeah.
So you found out that TikTok is using your voice, and then what happened next? Did you go to them saying, "How did you get the rights to this?" Or, "Hey, y'all owe me some money"?
Neither.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know who to go to, so I called a friend, colleague, and lawyer because ByteDance, who owns TikTok, is located in New York. So that seemed to be my course of action because I didn't know, who do you call? It's a $60 billion company. Who do you just pick up the phone and say, "Hey, you should pay me for that. How did you get my voice?" They're going to go, "Who are you?"
So hold on here. So when it comes to a lawsuit, right? Are you looking to be compensated, or were you looking for them to just simply stop using your voice?
I'll say yes to both.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, I'm a voice actor.
Yeah, of
so
course.
What I do every day is audition, get a job, do the job, get paid. And I did these sentences for, in my agreement, translation.
Right.
Not the TikTok voice.
So had you initially auditioned to be the voice of TikTok, knowing what TikTok is now, 1 billion users and I don't even know, 600 million active whatevers every month, that would have been a job had you landed it, given the scope of what it became, that would have really set you up for years to come, right?
It could possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been the agreement that was set out in the beginning, and whatever that looked like at the time is what it would have looked like at the time. But usually when you're hired as a voice actor for text-to-speech and things like that, you put in, you can have my voice for a year. You want to use it next year? Then renew my contract.
Yeah. So now TikTok has a new voice. What do you think of that voice?
It's younger.
Oh.
Well, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
What I'm interested in is the people that are messaging me and reaching out, going, "Bring the old voice back. We liked the old voice." And I've actually had some nasty messages telling me some really horrible things. But the message was the same. How come you're not the voice anymore? It's just a voice, and it's so much more than just a voice. This is an industry-wide problem we're having, and it needs to be straightened out. So for that, I'm really grateful that this was able to be brought to the attention of everybody, because who's to say they can't use your voice? You do a radio show.
Well, yeah.
Next thing you know, you're an app.
True. Bev Standing is the, I guess, the former voice of TikTok on the text-to-speech option when you have it. They've now replaced you with a different voice, a different, younger voice. What is the sort of end game here with the lawsuit? Like, do you want to go back and be the voice again, or do you want to just get paid out for the time that they did use your voice? Like, what's your end game here?
I would like to have some sort of contact with them and have a discussion to see again which looks better, if they're even interested. There's a lot of positivity on the internet that people were interested in hearing my voice, and that, as a voice actor, is not a great idea. But let's talk.
So you want to get paid?
Yeah, you can't just use my voice for nothing. You just can't do that.
Exactly. Absolutely. We're with you. Good for you. It's sad to hear you not the voice of TikTok anymore, and I know a lot of people are bummed about it, but this is...
Hopefully this gets more attention.
Yeah.
And, the folks at TikTok will reach out to you.
Well, I hope they do.
Right.
And the bottom line is, like I said, it's not just me wanting money for what I do, and anyone who thinks that just doesn't get it. But it's industry-wide, and it's a much bigger problem with AI developing as fast as it is. So if you're going to use somebody's voice, anybody's voice, you have to have their permission. It's copyright laws. It's intellectual property. This is a bigger picture issue.
Before we go, do you have TikTok? You have an account?
The only reason I downloaded it was to figure out how to use text-to-speech.
Have you ever posted something using text-to-speech with your own voice?
I don't. I think I may have right at the beginning going like, I make really stupid videos of absolutely nothing. And I'm not sure if I posted that or not. I think I tried not to. But no, I don't use it at this point.
There's a lot of stuff I think I've tried not to post. And I wound up doing it. Bev, thanks so much.
Oh, thank you. What a thrill.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Kenneth, what's going on, man? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, how are you, Mocha?
We're good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for asking.
What is on your mind?
My mind is my 2-year-old is being teased right in front of me.
Yeah, you wrote, it says, Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. How do I handle a situation where your kid is being bullied right in front of you? My 2-year-old son has corrective glasses and got teased by other kids calling him a nerd. And one kid said, is he able to see? I hope you can help. 2's very little for this. Very little.
So is he getting teased by, I'm assuming, older kids?
Yeah, older kid, like 4 to 5 years old.
Let me ask you a question. Because your kid is 2, right?
Yeah.
Does he understand what's going on, or does this hurt you more to see it than it actually affects him?
Actually, yeah, that's right.
It affects you more, right? Because he's 2 and he doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah,
and
he
of course,
care.
You see all that and you want to, you go into defensive mode, right?
Yes,
so
right away.
if your kid is not aware, I would not make him aware. Okay. That's the first thing. You don't want to put those thoughts into your head. Your kid doesn't know anybody doesn't like him. Your kid doesn't know that he's being teased. Don't put that in his head. Now, what you can do is there's a lot of mistakes people make when I think dealing with bullies and teasing and all this other stuff. Telling somebody to ignore it is one of the worst pieces of advice. And I don't say this as with a 2-year-old, but when your kid gets to be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 kind of thing, telling somebody to ignore it is the worst advice, because the only thing that does is it just isolates your kid, right? So they feel that they have to go through it alone. And that's the first mistake a lot of parents make. But I would say for you, man, this is when, and it's easier for moms that I've met than it is for dads to do, because dads often grew up with some sort of stupid ass street code or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, your first move when your kid is being bullied is snitch. Okay.
Yeah, like my question to you, Kenneth, is where is this happening? Where? Like at a park or something like that?
In the park.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these other kids, are the parents around as well?
The thing is, like, the parents is away, so the parents didn't hear it.
Parents are probably sitting on the bench on their phone.
Yeah.
And even whether it's at a park or even especially at the schools are like, they got things in place to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, when you're a parent and you're gonna go through this at some point, man.
Yes.
One of the worst fears you have is that you're gonna send your kid off to school and they're going to be bullied. That is one of the worst fears you have. I'll tell you what's worse than that, because I've seen it in other parents. Nobody wants their kid to be bullied. But when you get that call from the school telling you that, no, your kid isn't being bullied, but your kid is the bully, that's worse.
Yeah, that hurts way more.
That's worse. And so I would say if you're ever in a situation when the kid gets a little bit older, if this is the sort of path that it's going to be on, where kids are going to start calling him nerd and his big glasses, all this other stuff, you gotta be there for your kid, and you gotta snitch. You gotta get other people involved, and don't go through the sort of standard things that parents normally do, which is ignore it, stand up for yourself, all of those things.
Yeah.
None of that works. The only thing that you can do is to help your kid build allies, and that is, don't let your kid form friendships alone. You have to be an active parent in communicating with them who they play with, because this changes week by week, man, with kids and who they like to play with, and you have to be active in that, knowing exactly who their buddies are at all time, and you have to foster those friendships, because kids can't do that on their own. That's a parent job.
Dude, your son, he's only 2 years old, so
Yeah.
none of this is even affecting
you're not
him,
even-
right?
yeah.
Like your logic versus his logic and understanding,
I know.
completely different.
Yeah, you're not
So,
even close yet.
Don't freak out in front of him. Don't draw any attention to it, because he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
If the other
Yeah.
parents are around at the park, I mean, by all means, go up to them. Like, absolutely, I would do the exact same thing, right?
Yeah. Also, push
Yeah.
him. Just push a kid, right? You know what I mean?
Use that dad strength.
Yeah. But you're a giant, man. Like,
A light push.
Yeah, just like a light push.
A light tap on the chest and be like, yo,
Yeah.
who's the nerd now?
Yeah. Or like when you're walking, right? Like that kid's head's probably thigh height, right? Like you get a little too close, he's going down.
Yeah.
Like
Looks like you can't see now, kid.
don't do any of that. But it's good to think about stuff like that every now and then.
Absolutely. No, but just talk to one of the other
Yeah.
parents, all right, brother?
Thank you. Thanks for fixing my lip.
Yeah,
you got it, buddy.
man.
You take care.
Bye.
I've at least 3 times in my life looked at a kid who was just awful and thought,
Yeah.
I could totally kick your ass. I never would, but in my head, I'm like, you know what? You don't even recognize that.
Yeah.
You don't recognize that, like, you talking to me, like, I could end it right now. Like, it wouldn't even be fun for me.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Let me tell you this story of this douchebag who
Jesus, harsh words so early in the show.
tried to flex in front of this girl he was out on a date with.
Okay.
So they're at a restaurant. And this guy's showing off with ordering all sorts of expensive meal items, all sorts of apps, everything, right?
Appies. You call them appies? Remember when people did that for a minute?
Yeah. So he's like totally showing off for this girl, right?
Yeah.
And the bill comes, and it's $289.
Yeah.
So Mr. Big Shot was like, don't worry, I got this.
Uh-oh.
Pays, and on top of that, offers up a $100 tip.
Not bad.
So that's like 35%.
Does that work with women, though, I wonder? I don't know.
So they leave. He pays the bill, massive tip. They leave, right?
Yeah.
Shortly
Playa.
after, this guy comes back in solo, goes up to the server and was like, so that $100 tip, I'm going to need you to give it back and I only want to give a $20 tip.
Oh, you can't do that.
Which is 7%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And was being a total a-hole about the whole thing, saying that if his request didn't go through correctly because he paid with credit card, he'd dispute it with his credit card company.
Oh, for God's sake.
Right?
Yeah.
And then he bounces. So then the server that he was having this interaction with,
right,
waits till he gets in his car with this girl.
Yeah.
Runs up to the car, knocks on the window.
No.
And outs him.
No.
In front of the girl.
No.
Yeah. And she said this, "Sir, if you want to reduce your tip from $100 to just $20, you'll have to sign a new receipt."
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And the look on this girl, like the date's face.
Yeah.
Just horror, shock, stunned.
See. Don't stop flexing, man. Like it's I don't know. That's a lot of work.
I know.
Like that's just so much work to like why even show up? Why not just hide the bill like what you're writing? Why not why do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense.
Like I don't
to
know
me.
if he said it out loud.
$100 coming? Like how do you like what are you doing?
Or like do you hold up the machine so the date sees that you're typing?
Maybe.
Right? Tip? Let's see. I'm gonna give $100.
Maybe. Like I don't know.
The food was great.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I don't even know if that stuff works. I think it might just make you look like a decent person because everybody's been struggling during COVID. I get that.
Sure.
And I fully support people right now when if you're living in a city where restaurants are starting to open again, just go in anywhere and just over tip. And not over tip like excessively of where it's going to hurt you, but over tip from where you normally would. To where you're still sort of comfortable, but you're a little bit like, oh my God, did I just spend too much?
I know.
Like, just ride that line. Ride that line, right?
We do that. Like once a week, we'll order from like a local restaurant in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just as a support.
Yeah.
And it'll be like anywhere from 20 to 25%.
Yeah. Yeah.
That we're tipping.
Yeah. Like I'm a big supporter in that, but I don't think that you use that to try and score. Right?
No.
Like that's I don't know. Like, does that even work? Is that impressive enough to Maury says, yes, it absolutely does work.
Hey, big spender.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that they went out on another date after
No.
that. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Where you go in and you play Mr. Big Shot,
That's
you tip
not
$100,
cool, man.
go back into the restaurant solo and say, I want to change that $100 to $20. David Moore?
You also order an expensive wine and you sometimes pretend it's their birthday so that you teach them how to get a free dessert too.
Okay,
And they
listen,
love that.
hustler, out you go. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. You are so deep into hustles, like it's so. I don't even know what you're talking. It's not even English to
I
me
could do
right
a
now.
master class.
Yes, geez, and then what you do is trip on your way to the bathroom.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi.
Monica, it's your boyfriend's Roz and Mocha. Happy birthday.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much. I listen to you every day here in Collingwood. Thank you for calling me back.
Monica, how are you, first of all? It's been like forever since I talked to you.
Oh, I'm doing so well. Thank you. Really well.
So on the phone with us right now is Monica Schnarr, who is Canada's first supermodel, right? That's like, is that your, when you were younger?
People say that because I won a contest called the Supermodel Contest.
So Monica yesterday sent us a text because we always like to do birthday shout outs, right? And Monica sent us a text that said, hey, can you wish me a happy birthday? It's tomorrow. And then we were like, but why didn't you just text us tomorrow?
Because I didn't pre-read. I didn't pre-read, Monica, your message. So as the messages are coming in and we're on the radio, I'm reading the text messages. So I just read it as is. Can you wish me a happy birthday tomorrow? And I was like, oh, man.
And then so I get a DM from Monica that just simply reads, today I thought you guys had signed off. So I sent a text asking if you could wish me a happy birthday tomorrow. And then you came back on and Mocha said, Monica, happy birthday tomorrow. Why didn't you just send this tomorrow? So embarrassed, dying, never again.
Never again. Never again. I'm such a dork. I'm so embarrassed. I thought you had signed off. So I really appreciate you calling me back today.
Nah, you are the best. And what do you got planned for your birthday?
You know, my son just made me breakfast. He made me my first breakfast that he's ever made, and we're going to go for a hike and skip school.
Nice.
Nice. So for your birthday, he gets to skip school. What was on the menu for the first time? How old is he, by the way?
My son Bodie is 8.
8 years old. Okay.
He made me scrambled eggs and with feta.
Oh, wow. Look at
Fancy.
this.
Right?
Are there be honest, any shells in the eggs?
I'm not going to lie. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. One or two. A little bit of shell never hurt anybody. Monica, you're so fantastic. We're huge fans of yours. Have a wonderful birthday and enjoy your skip day with your kids.
Thank you so much. Thanks for making me smile every day, guys.
Love you a lot. Take care.
Love you. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So much went on this week, man. Jeez.
Crazy.
We'll get to all that right now. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
So I'm going to try and make sense of this Ron McClain thing that went down during the intermission on the Leafs game last night.
Okay.
So Ron McClain today is being accused of making, at best, a homophobic joke and at worst, an HIV joke.
What?
So, oh my God. Okay, so play the clip right now. So you're going to hear, the first person you're going to hear is Kevin Bieksa. He's the one talking. And then you're going to hear Ron McClain say something along the lines of having pictures of their guys with their tarps off and then testing positive. So listen to this.
I'm probably the most positive guy in this panel. We could probably agree on that with Kelly and Elliot, but I don't like that play at all. And I guarantee you Stahl will watch that replay and he won't like it either.
You have
What are you laughing
photos.
at?
You have a photo of a guy with his tarp off. You're definitely positive for something.
Okay, so you have a photo of a guy with his tarp off. You're definitely positive for something. So first of all, let's explain to people what tarps off mean. Do you have any idea what tarps off means?
No.
So it's hockey slang. It means whipping your shirt off, oftentimes drunk. So
Okay.
here's hockey players explaining what tarps off means.
Tarps off is when the boys or whoever is taking off their shirt or jersey. Post practice, guys walking around with their tarps off.
Tarps off for the boys! Tarps off for the boys!
For some reason, it always happens at weddings. Might just be hockey players. I am very guilty of going tarps off at more than one wedding. My wife is not proud of it. It's usually the next morning where she's got to tell me that I might be getting a little old to go tarps off.
Okay, so tarps off is in reference to hockey players getting loaded and taking their shirts off in public.
Okay.
Ovechkin is famous for going tarps off,
Okay.
right? That dude hates shirts.
How have I
right?
never heard of that?
I don't
watched
know.
hockey my whole life.
Exactly. Okay.
Never heard of this term before.
So now we go back to that clip of Ron McClain and Kevin Bieksa. So Ron McClain has always, if you ever watched Hockey Night in Canada Coach's Corner over the years, right, as I did my whole life,
Yeah.
Ron McClain is famous for, at the end of everything, Don Cherry would say something, and then Ron would jump in with some sort of comment thing.
Like a one-liner?
Oftentimes out of context, oftentimes referencing something that happened at the very beginning of it, where you, as soon as they went to commercial, you were like, what the hell did he just say? And you would have to actually sit there and put it together in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So Ron McClain says, you got a picture of guys with their tarps off. You're probably going to test positive for something. Over BX's shoulder, okay, in his room where he's doing his broadcasting from, he's got a picture of him and another guy, another hockey player with their shirts off,
Oh, okay.
presumably loaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tarps off.
So play the clip of Ron McClain again.
I'm probably the most positive guy in this panel. We could probably agree on that with Kelly and Elliot, but I don't like that play at all. And I guarantee you Stahl will watch that replay and he won't like it either.
You have
What are you
photos.
laughing at?
You have a photo of a guy with his tarp off. You're definitely positive for something.
Okay, so people took that as to be homophobic, meaning you have a picture of a guy with his shirt off, so you're definitely positive for something, and then people assumed HIV, like Ron McClain just decided to make a homophobic HIV joke. Or could it be that Ron McClain knows exactly what tarps off and how tarps off happens, which is guys get loaded. And
like you're positive for being drunk?
You're positive for something, some sort of substance in that picture. There's no way you guys weren't loaded on something.
Yeah.
To me, that's the way I took it. after sitting here and spending too much time on this stupid story. But if you look on social media today, there's a lot of people trying to cancel Ron McClain for making an HIV joke. And there's no evidence whatsoever if you actually follow everything that happened on that show and exactly what everything means that you could possibly take that as some sort of HIV joke.
Up until today, I didn't know what tarps off meant.
Thank you. Tarps off for the boys. Tarps off for the boys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Disneyland, very expensive place.
Mm-hmm.
They're now introducing a $100 sandwich.
What?
Disneyland is going to start offering a $100 panini.
Bro, Mickey Mouse better be feeding me that
Okay.
panini for that price.
The panini is going to be at it's the California Disneyland.
Yeah.
And
what's in it?
Salami, rosemary ham, provolone, sun-dried tomatoes on focaccia, served with marinara dipping sauce and arugula salad on the side. But the reason it's so expensive, is because it's designed to feed 6 to 8 guests.
Oh, okay. That's
So
a
it's
big
a
ass
giant panini.
Oh, that makes sense then.
So this is in the new world, the new sort of Marvel world that they're building at Disney.
Yeah.
And this is in the Ant-Man installation, where it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant where they serve things that are either giant or things that are shrunk down and super, super, super tiny. So this is a giant panini, but the proportions of it will look like a regular panini, but it will look like it is just like grown exponentially to fit an
Like
entire
your
table.
Ant-Man.
Exactly, like your Ant-Man. You can also get the sandwich on its own regular size for $15.
Boring.
But they also sell one huge oversized can of soda for $22.
No.
Yeah. So it's a big giant can of soda that they're going to have made for $22.
So how do you drink out of it?
I don't know, like
a big straw?
I guess.
Stick your head in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what's on the menu that are like super small things?
They didn't say what the super small things are. I imagine it would be like a mini burger where they're going to do like a little tiny burger, but maybe they give you 40 of them.
For 5 cents?
Yeah, I don't know. Or like tiny hot dogs or something. Like I'm trying to think of what you could make. You could make mini tiny little pizzas. You could do those. Like you could make
mini donuts,
you
maybe?
You can make like a loony sized pizza and just stick like 60 of them on a plate and you just eat them one bite at a time kind of thing, I guess.
$100 panini.
It's $100 panini.
But to feed 6 to 8 people.
Yes.
I tried that. I'm down with that.
Yeah, so would I.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's official. Kelly Clarkson will take over Ellen's time slot in most major markets.
Nice.
It's weird with syndicated shows because on network shows, that show exists and then they just hire somebody new to do it. David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno, Jimmy Fallon, all of those guys. But when you're dealing with syndicated shows, those shows just continue to be produced by all the same people, but the syndicators just move the shows around in the premium time slots because they don't all air on the same network. It's like in one city, it could be on ABC, in one city, it could be on CBS, in one city, it could be on NBC. Like there's no sort of network affiliation with these shows.
Whoever buys the rights to air the show, right?
Yeah, so when you talk about who's going to take over for Ellen, it's not so much like who's going to go and sit on Ellen's set. Like we would talking about a late night show. It's who's going to take over Ellen's coveted time slots in those syndicated markets. And Kelly Clarkson is going to do it by fall of 2022. She is now taking over all those coveted spots.
Wow, good for her.
From Ellen DeGeneres. So who's now going to take over those time slots in the syndicated markets from Kelly Clarkson? Now, is that where somebody puts Tiffany Haddish and they sort of
just going to say that's probably where she's going to go.
Yeah. Might be cool. I'm okay with that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kim Kardashian revealed on the Kardashians that she failed what they call the baby bar exam. This is Kim.
So you guys, I did not pass the baby bar. If you do law school the way that I'm doing it, it is a 4-year program instead of your typical 3-year program. And after year 1, you have to take the baby bar. This one actually is harder, I hear, than the official bar.
You needed a 560, you got a 474.
I am a failure.
You're not a failure, Kim.
I spent, 6 weeks straight, 10 to 12 hours a day studying, and it was so important for me to take this, and to not pass gets your spirit down and just makes you want to give up.
See, that's the problem, though, is that Kim Kardashian's not going to law school, right? Like what Kim Kardashian is doing is studying for a test. So when she says, I don't know if I can go through this process again, it's taking the time to to study and cram for the test. Because the baby bar, what the baby bar is,
It sounds so cute.
I know, it's the first year law student's exam. So if you're going to an unaccredited school, learning online or the way Kim is doing it, after that first year, you have to write what they call the baby bar, which is the first year law student exam. It's a 7-hour test. Ooh. It's 4 essays, I think, and 100 multiple choice questions. Like it's a monster test, and it's very difficult. But for Kim, she just wants the accreditation because she's already doing the work. Like, say whatever you want about Kim Kardashian and all that other stuff, and there's so much to dislike and get annoyed with Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian gets people out of prison, right? She's got a pretty good record of getting people
And that's
out
what
of,
she wants to do
it's
with her
what
life
she,
now.
It's what she wants to do. But she's got a pretty good record, but it would be easy for her to argue points. It would be easy for her to get invites into rooms. It would be easy for her to gain access if she had the law degree. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. So she's not going to law school. She just needs it for the access. She needs it for the credibility. And so now what do? Do you cram for the test again? Because
absolutely,
you can only take it. There's only 2 times a year you can take it.
Oh, no.
Right? There's 2 times a year you can take it. And I was reading a Reddit thread yesterday where back in February, people on Reddit knew she failed. Because,
And how did it not come out yet?
Because it was only people who had taken it within the time Kim Kardashian could have taken it, and they didn't, and her name wasn't on the pass list.
Gotcha.
Right? So they knew. She talked that she was going to be coming up taking the baby bar exam. Right. She talked about it publicly.
Does your name get put on the failed list?
No, if your name's not on the pass list. Then,
or is your name like on a master list of who's taking the test?
No, people have access to the list.
Oh, gotcha,
and it's Reddit. Okay,
yeah,
it's Reddit. So people, snitches, right?
Yeah.
So shut your snitchy mouth. Okay, let people know I didn't pass.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Friends reunion went down last night. So much happened. Gaga was awesome. BTS showed up. One of the things, though, that people were noticing is the one aspect of that show, and a big part of the story of that show was Matthew Perry's substance abuse. And it doesn't come up at all. And Matthew Perry has said in the past that there are holes that he has between like seasons 3 and 4 that he doesn't even remember shooting. Like that's how sort of out of his mind he was, and how deep it had gone. He's been to rehab a couple of times. We know that addictions to Vicodin, methadone, amphetamines, alcohol, but none of that came up. And the review for Variety said the special ultimately declines to discuss any of his troubled experiences explicitly, but it nonetheless lingers around the margins with palpable unease. When his castmates talk about staying in touch with each other, Matthew cracks a joke and says that he doesn't hear from anyone so dryly that it's impossible to tell that if it was actually a joke or not. And one of the things that Matthew Perry did discuss was the anxiety that he felt while recording episodes of Friends and the pressure to get a laugh.
I found myself, like, when they would laugh at something, I would think to myself, oh, if you think that's funny, wait till you get a load of this next line. They would challenge me to try even laugh. Yeah. I felt this rewarding feeling. Or not. Or flat, nothing.
At least to me, I felt like I was going to die if they didn't laugh. And it's not healthy, for sure. Yeah. But I would sometimes say a line and they wouldn't laugh, and I would sweat. and just like go into convulsions. If I didn't get the laugh I was supposed to get, I would freak out.
It would take you down.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us that. Would
then.
it
No?
hurt? No, I don't remember you ever saying that.
Oh yeah, I felt like that every single night.
Oh man.
So, and you can hear Matthew's speech where he's definitely slurring, and I know a lot of fans were very concerned. When the story goes that when they showed up on set that day to record the Friends reunion, that his people told everybody else that Matthew had just had emergency dental surgery, and that was the reason why he was slurring. But one of the other things that came out of all of this is Matthew Perry was on Cameo as well. And Matthew Perry has recently left Cameo because the story now of Matthew Perry showing up, having dental surgery, being the reason for his slurred speech doesn't really hold up when you go through his Cameo clip. So this is a clip of Matthew saying hi to a fan for $999, by the way.
What?
On Cameo. But this was 2020.
Hi there, it's Matthew Perry. I just wanted to say, first of all, that I'm glad that Rapid 7 Moose is a team and not somebody's name. I heard you guys have been wanting to ask me about working and collaborating with the other guys on Friends, which was always so lovely and wonderful because they're so talented.
Oh,
and
yeah.
funny. But unfortunately, all great things have to come to an end.
So so it's hard to say that, and you don't want to, nobody's calling anybody a liar, but he's obviously been through hell. And Matthew Perry made $24 million in 1 year of doing Friends.
No.
And I don't know what happened to his money, but if you look at Matthew Perry now, he sells Friends merchandise and does cameos. Right. And maybe he just does that for the attention and he likes the interaction with fans.
Keep the name out there.
You hope he's not doing it because he needs the money.
Yeah.
But he's got a few movies lined up. I just saw a couple clips of that he's working. But yeah, they didn't get into that during the reunion special that is airing now. So sad story for Matthew Perry. Regardless, he's been through hell.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So the story goes that Ron McClain yesterday apologized for remarks that were, I guess, taken out of context. We talked about this yesterday, where he made a joke about being tarps off, which is when dudes get drunk and take their shirts off in the hockey world. That's what it's called, going tarps off. It's weird. I don't understand it, but that's the way they talk. And Ron McClain had made a joke based on a picture that was over Kevin Bieksa's shoulder with a couple of dudes with their shirts off, and one of them's holding a big giant bottle of rum. And then Ron McClain said this.
I'm probably the most positive guy in this panel. We could probably agree on that with Kelly and Elliot, but I don't like that play at all. And I guarantee you Stahl will watch that replay and he won't like it either.
You have
what are you laughing at?
You have a photo of a guy with his tarp off. You're definitely positive for something.
So, and people immediately took that as like an AIDS joke, which you have to look at sort of a guy's life and everything he's done, and you got to question whether he felt now would be the appropriate time to be on one of the most watched television programs in the country. To start making AIDS jokes. So could it have been something else? That's what we discussed yesterday. To me, it sounded like he was goofing on the guy because they all looked hammered, right?
Completely hammered, yeah.
And so Ron McClain said, first and foremost, I regret and apologize for what happened last night early in the show. We had a fun moment featuring a photograph of our colleague Anthony Stewart enjoying a rum party. That photo, along with a few others, sat on the shelf behind Kevin's set for the remainder of the night. In the second intermission, when Kevin quipped that he was, quote, the most positive person on our panel, I directed viewers to that photo using the tarp off, i.e. shirtless, to specify the picture with the rum bottle and quipped, you'll be testing positive for something. I meant the rum. I understand that when others were within earshot of a two-way conversation, the potential for a misunderstanding exists. If you only heard that last line in isolation, I completely understand how that misunderstanding occurred. I am deeply sorry. And then he goes on and on. It's so bizarre to me that we're at a time when if you accuse somebody of doing something, right, and they didn't do that thing, normally you would have to apologize to them.
Hey, sorry we said all the stuff about
But
you.
that's not how the world works anymore, though. If
You just
you're
call somebody out and then
if
that's
you're
it.
accused of doing something that you did not do, the onus is now on you to apologize for their misunderstanding.
Right.
It's a backwards way of doing things because it never used to be that way.
It's
It
not them
always-
apologizing to him, saying, "Hey, sorry, we got this wrong."
Right. And it never used to be that way. Like nobody was raised to say that if you accuse somebody of doing something that they didn't do, they then owe you an apology for you taking it the wrong way.
Right.
Nobody's raised like that.
Apologize and have to explain.
But that's where we are. And it's a little weird to me.
It's all messed up. I know.
It's a little messed up.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Hello, is this Mr. Singh from Instagram?
Yes, it is.
What's going on?
Morning.
It's Roz and Mocha. How are you today?
Good, man. How are you guys?
Doing good. What's your question for the room?
Well, it was kind of a two-parter question. I thought about it long and hard. Am I allowed a two-parter, first of all?
Sure. Why don't you ask your initial question and then we'll allow you a follow-up. How about that?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if Roz is going to like the question, but we'll see. So I've been thinking, since you like wearing tight pants so much, has there ever been...
Yeah.
Sorry, like I said, I thought about it long and hard.
Yeah.
Since, you have a history of wearing tight pants, has there ever been a moment in your life where you wore pants so tight that it made your butt cheeks squeak?
Mocha's
What
the
kind
best day of Mocha's life.
Pants. What kind of pants would you have to wear in order to make your butt cheeks?
I think that
squeak?
like maybe if I walked, right? You're asking if my butt cheeks would squeak inside my pants because my pants are forcing my cheeks together so close that as I walked, my cheeks would squeak.
Yes.
No, I can't say that I've ever had my cheeks squeak.
Okay.
But
what's that, Maury?
You know of.
That I know of. Yeah. I think that I
you'd
think
be able
I
to-
would hear it. I would be
Yeah,
the first
for
person to hear it. But I will say that I don't know what you call it. I don't know if it has like a name. Maybe like runner's butt or something like that.
Okay.
I get it. I get it in the summer. Where if I'm out walking and I do a lot of sweating, like the inside of my cheeks will start to chafe. And it's gotten so bad that I've slept with a face cloth between my butt cheeks.
Oh, no.
Isn't that hemorrhoids?
At night. No, my butt cheeks. Like in between my cheeks.
No.
Like I guess if there's like a little bit of hair or the sweat or whatever, and when they rub together, you've never had this?
No.
I don't know. It's weird because I don't know a lot of people that have had this, but if I go out in the summer, like if we're out in the summer.
Yeah.
And Roxy and I are out for like a full day, like we're going to an event or a fair or whatever it is, right? If I start sweating a little bit, because I'm a big sweater, right? If I start sweating, that rubbing of the butt cheeks, right? Just like in between my cheeks, starts to get so raw.
Oh.
Okay. I have, baby arse cream, Penitent cream?
Yeah.
I still have Penitent cream at home.
That you have to use?
That if I get to that point of where, because it hurts so much, like I won't be able to walk.
Oh, no.
And when I go to bed, I have to slather baby arse cream in between my cheeks and then spread my cheeks and roll up a face cloth and put it in between my cheeks.
Oh, no. That's got to be so uncomfortable.
So my butt doesn't, so
Why
my
don't
cheeks
you wear,
don't touch.
Like before you go out or whatever, if you know that's going to be the problem, why don't you put like cotton balls or something or a tampon in between your butt cheeks?
You don't know anything about anything.
You know nothing about nothing. Put a tampon in my butt.
Does it hurt? Not to be like get too gross.
Yeah.
Does it hurt when you get that feeling, right?
Yeah.
And you go through all that? Does it hurt to like when you poop or like when you have to wipe? It's got to hurt, right?
No, it's a little bit higher than there. But yes, it does. Yes,
Have you
it
thought
does.
of using
yes.
Anusol?
No, it's not, Maury. Okay, listen, I'm going to explain something to you right now.
You know,
Okay?
but I'm wondering
I've said this.
no, I'm wondering if the ointment will also work for this.
I've said, first of all, the fact that you know very little about a whole lot of things, but you know exactly what Anusol does, Maury, okay, says more about me. It says more about you than it does about me. Why are you an expert on Anusol?
Because I still have a tube.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. No, I've not used Anusol in there.
The only
no.
thing that's happened to me, I know, like
You don't get chafe back there, huh?
no, like I've had chafe like in my inner thighs. I remember there was like 1 year I had it really bad. 1 year, my friend and I went to LA for the X Games.
Yeah.
And it was like middle of July, super hot outside, and stupid me was wearing jeans at an outdoor event all day.
Right.
And sweating like crazy and just walking around so much all day. By the time I got back to the hotel and took my pants off, like the inner thigh was all like red and irritated.
See, that's why you should wear tight jeans.
It
because you don't
hurt.
get that with tight jeans.
It hurt to walk.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's a terrible
Oh, and then when you
feeling.
take a shower and the water hits
No,
there?
it's not, and it doesn't
worse.
feel good.
No,
it doesn't
not at
feel
all.
good
Not
at all. There's no relief from it. There's no relief. I had it so bad one time. Catherine ran me a bath.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even sit in the tub.
Oh, no,
my
buddy.
bum hurts so
What
bad.
about aloe vera?
Yeah, I've tried it all. The only thing that works though is Peniton, like
Yeah.
baby arse cream. That's the
man.
only thing that gives me any sort of relief. Because
So,
it's like diaper rash, right?
so Mr. Singh, was there what was
What's your-
the follow up to your question
Well,
or part two?
Just a quick. If Roz had to pick, since Roz likes to get his butt tickled so much, out of the three guys in the room, who would he pick to get his butt tickled by?
None.
And he has to pick. And he
No,
has
I
to
don't.
pick.
No,
No,
I'm
you
not.
always do this.
No, I'm
you
not.
always do this.
What, like between myself, Damon, Maury, and Shem?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I will
answering
say
that
that
question.
I have more experience.
No, you don't. You're a liar.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
a
believe
liar.
anything you say.
You're a liar. You're
Well,
a
he
liar.
tickles his own butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, tickling your own butt?
I've tickled my butt. I've tickled other people's butts.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. No, Maury's weird. Maury will just sit and tickle his own arm.
Yeah.
Right?
The feeling is amazing.
Yeah, I grew up, remember when I was younger, I had a friend that used to tickle his own arm all the time. And then he would also, if we were sitting on the couch, right, like watching a movie, like a super inappropriate, high school teen sex 80s comedy. If we were sitting on the couch, he would always like take the back of his hand, right? And if I was sitting there with my hand like on my leg, he would take the back of his hand and just rub the back of his hand against the back of my hand.
What?
Yeah. It was weird.
Like, was it a move, you think?
No, I don't know. No, I think that he just liked the feeling because he was always tickling his own arms. And then I think that every now and then he needed to feel like touch
other
from
skin?
like a touch from another human, right? And so he would just reach over and just rub the back of his hand against the back
Just
of
like
my
this?
hand. Yeah,
Like I'm
lightly,
rubbing my hands
lightly.
together?
So it was only like the hairs on the back of your hand would touch, right? It was really weird, and I never thought anything of it at the time.
So you just let it happen?
No, I would always move my hand
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Why
but
would you move your hand? He needed your help.
No, but this guy. Maury's like, that kid had moves.
Always going to try that move later.
Yeah, but then I only realized it later. I was like, you know what? We were like two pre-teens sitting around, getting horny, watching like a movie with a ton of boobs in it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he may have just been hormones. Like he may have just like shooting a shot, right? Like
Yeah,
I don't
see where this goes.
Yeah.
Have you reached out to him on Facebook to see if he still does that?
No. To see. I'm just gonna send him a picture of the back of my hand.
Yeah, remember this? Yeah, Mr. Singh, thank you so much, brother.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Later, homie. Yeah, I remember that now. It was very odd.
Do you remember his name?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
But you haven't looked him up on Facebook? Like
No. I think I'm friends with them on. I think I'm friends with them on Facebook. But we.
What would he have done if you didn't move your hand?
This is my thing. I don't know, but I never looked at it that way though, right? Like I never assumed, because this is God. Like we were here. When did Mocha? Can you Google when was the first Porky's movie released?
Oh my God!
Like 85? No.
No, it was earlier than that, man.
Wow, you're talking about Porky's.
Yeah, because that had a
He's
lot.
rubbing your
of,
hand to
that,
Porky's?
That had a lot of boobs in it.
Oh, it sure did.
Yeah.
Canadian classic, that movie.
It is. Yeah, that's right. At one time, it was like the most profitable Canadian movie of all time.
1981.
1981. So give it a couple of years after that. So I was probably about 9 let's say 9, and we were watching Porky's, which is really inappropriate for a 9-year-old, by the way. Don't let your 9-year-old watch Porky's. But we were 9, and when I'm 9, I didn't assume anybody was gay, right? Like, because it's like 1985, like 3, and I didn't it was like, it's not that I was
well, gay wasn't a thing.
But it
You
just
had fun.
You never thought about it, right? Like you never thought that somebody was like the possibility that somebody could be gay. It was just a thing that they did. So when he would rub his hand on the back of my hand, I just thought it was a weird thing he did. I never once thought that the guy was gay or like shooting a shot or coming on to me or anything like that. But he's not gay according to Facebook. I mean, he looks like he's living a pretty decent life. But we stopped hanging out. He went to a different school than I did after public school. So I stopped hanging out with him in like grade 6.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I never talked to him ever again.
Yeah.
So no, it would be weird if I reached out to ask him.
But I would have just asked, if I didn't move my hand, what would you have done next?
But I'm not curious. I don't need that answer. I don't need that answer.
No, it's not a need. It's just like I need to know.
You need to know. That's why I haven't said his name.
Oh yeah,
right.
Maury would go on Facebook right away.
Yes,
I'd be like,
right away.
I've got 2 hands.
Yes, that's why I didn't say the guy's name, because I knew that Maury would immediately start tracking him down and stalking him, just looking for pictures of his hands.
Yeah,
right.
to bring them in for you and be like, yo, do these look familiar?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Charmaine says here, did Mocha or Dammit Maury have any bad side effects after eating or drinking any of the stuff that they've had on the show? I.e. when Maury chugged 2 glasses of heavy cream or when Mocha tried Maury's homemade mac and cheese, LOL.
The only time I've ever had a reaction is when I funneled the what do you call it? The St. Patrick's Day drink from McDonald's.
Oh, the McShamrock. The Shamrock Shake.
Shamrock Shake, yeah.
It's the only time I
But
felt
not the
barfy.
eggnog, not the chalet sauce, not
it was
not the gravy.
The KFC gravy?
No.
None of that?
The only time, I remember I had to lie down in DJ Climax's booth after having the Shamrock Shake.
Really? That's the one that did you in?
That was the one.
That's really crazy to me because you funneled. If you haven't, I don't know how much of this is even on past episodes of the podcast.
Very early.
Very early. Okay. Every now and then, was it something you would do around the holidays? Is that when you would funnel?
Whenever there was like a day,
theme.
whether it was Chocolate Milk Day.
Oh,
or
that's
St.
what it
Patrick's
was.
Day,
Yes, that's right. So whenever there was one of those crazy days celebrating something, if there was ever a drink associated with that thing, we had a funnel, like a beer funnel, and Maury would get in his underpants and put a costume on or whatever and would kneel down in the studio and he would funnel whatever it was. But you went through, we did eggnog, 2 liters of eggnog.
Yeah.
We did KFC gravy.
Chocolate milk.
Chalet sauce.
Maple syrup.
Not even that one, huh? That one didn't even hurt?
No, that's right. That's right. You funneled an entire jug of maple syrup and it was all running down all over him and everything.
And what about the chocolate milk?
No.
Really?
It was
a Shamrock Shake that did the damage.
It may have something to do with the fact that the Shamrock Shake was close to the end of the life of the funnel and there's a lot of mold.
Oh, right, because that's right. Maury never cleaned the funnel.
Where is that funnel?
Oh, we threw it out because it became some sort of hazmat issue.
Yeah, we had to throw it out. It was brown. The tube was brown.
Oh, gross.
Right? Like it was really nasty.
Yeah.
It was a brown tube.
Oh,
but it started off clear.
Yeah, it was started off clear, but it became brown because it had so much gravy and eggnog and dairy products stuck to the inside of it that it was like a clogged artery.
It's like, how do you clean out the inside of a hole?
Well,
I was just going to compliment you and say you're such a champ for like drinking all that stuff, but now, after that comment,
So Maury was in really rough shape. You ate something else though, more that didn't sit well with you. Was it when you tried to eat 100 deviled eggs?
No, I was just thinking that I think it was the hot chip challenge where I had
that one chip thing.
Yeah,
that's
the ghost
right.
pepper chip.
Oh, that's where he cried.
I remember Maury was like uncontrollably drooling.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And did you know I learned that day that if you eat something like a ghost pepper chip, you should not touch your eyes.
Well, of course.
You shouldn't touch your penis either. I was making Scotch bonnet hot sauce years ago.
Yeah.
And I was standing in the kitchen and I went into the bathroom and I peed without washing my hands.
Oh, no.
And then I came back into the kitchen to finish making the sauce and I dropped to the floor.
Oh, no.
Because my penis was on fire.
Did you say that you put it in mayonnaise or something?
No, I didn't put it in mayonnaise.
Or you did something to your penis.
Stop projecting.
Yeah. Tell me about the time you stuck your penis in a
Didn't you say you also put yours in mayonnaise?
Yo, you're so.
No, you stuck it in something.
Your weird fantasies, man. I swear to God.
I did. I
No,
stuck it. I
good.
stuck it in something. I don't remember what I stuck it in though. It might have been like it was a jug of something, right? Like I don't know.
Not a jug of mayonnaise.
Not a jug. I didn't stick it in a jug of. I didn't stick it in a jug of mayonnaise. Hold on here. I'm wondering if that. No, you know what it was, Maury? It wasn't the one chip challenge. It was when you ate the California Reaper pepper.
Oh,
wasn't that what it was?
I knew it was something very spicy.
Hold on here. Let me see if I can find you. Let's go on to the next question. I'm going to try and look for this.
All right. I will answer this, Charmaine. I think the time that I had Maury's mac and cheese, I'm pretty sure I didn't feel good for the rest of the day. There's something else that you made. There was something else that I had that messed me up for the entire
Was it when
day.
I made my own pickles?
Oh, maybe.
I had a hobby one summer. I wanted to try pickling pickles.
You wanted to try pickling?
Yeah.
Not re-pickle pickles.
I tried to re-pickle a pickle.
Grace Casino Alvarez says here, do you fold or scrunch up your toilet paper?
I don't know anybody that scrunches.
Well, they're asking, obviously, because either that person, either Grace or somebody that Grace knows scrunches up.
I do.
toilet paper.
I do a combo. I like a nice flat base. Like
Same.
I build the foundation. I'll fold it over, and then I'll just bunch it up on top.
Base.
So I'll take it and I'll roll it like a couple times, right? I'll get a good base.
Yeah.
And then whatever's hanging off the end.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I just stick it right on top.
Gotcha.
And then
I use the whatever's hanging at the end as the dabber.
The dabber?
So like you use the folded parts for the bum, and then you use the I guess the elongated part, whatever's left over, to dab the tip.
The tip of what?
My penis. We're talking about toilet paper, right? So
Right.
presumably you just went.
Right.
Yeah.
So I folded
Hold
up.
on a second here. Do you wipe after you go pee?
No, this is after I went number 2.
No, I know, but
I
generally
pee at the same time.
But
as I-
generally, do you wipe after you go pee?
yes.
You do.
Yes.
Really? Huh,
Yeah.
I don't.
What do you mean?
Well, because there's always the drips.
What do you
sort
mean
of-
you wipe? Explain this to me, because
Like,
Catherine, Catherine is fascinated with this because Catherine doesn't understand why guys don't wipe, and so I'll go pee and then I'll just get up and put my underpants on
Same.
or whatever it is, and she always thinks that that's weird that we don't wipe after we pee. She's always questioned why guys don't wipe.
Most times I don't have anything to wipe, though.
I've never
I pee,
wiped.
and then that's it. And then I put my...
No,
put
if
my
I
pants back
pee
on.
and then I find that there's still stuff sort of like drips that are sort of like ready to fall out.
Right. You need to go see a urologist
Yeah, big time.
if that's the case.
So-
now, when you wipe, do you do it all at once? Like you get the
no, come on,
get
no, I can't do that.
Like you
Don't say you
reach
do that more. Please
you,
don't say-
reach behind and then you like get the tip and then you wipe the bum. Like is that what
No,
you?
I'll wipe and dab, then throw it
Hold
away.
on. You go bum first, then tip.
Yes.
Oh, Maury.
With the same
Maury,
tissue?
Maury.
With the same toilet paper?
Maury, you're sweeping the dirt back in the house.
No, because it's as if I had the dustpan.
Yeah.
All of the dirt is at the back of the dustpan, and I'm just using the I guess
No,
the
you're
clean
not.
edge of the
You got a
dustpan.
dirty dustpan, then you're cutting a sandwich on it. Okay?
Yeah, but I'm cutting the sandwich on the part that doesn't have
it
dirt.
doesn't matter. There's still dirt on it. Okay,
Yo.
you don't eat off that.
No joke. Like, Shem is sitting in here right now. His head he's leaned all the way back, head to the sky, eyes are closed. You look so
But it's
distraught.
only gross to those who don't do it.
Is it though?
You wipe your ass and then wipe your dick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any other way to. I don't know if there's any other way to
Wow.
to do that.
Anyway, Grace, I fold. All right. Juliet says, was there something about yourself that you waited to reveal to your spouse in the dating stage of your relationship?
We should just rewind this entire conversation because I'm sure Matthew loved hearing about this.
For example, OCD tendencies, changing your underwear 2 to 3 days later, living in a state of constant clutter, anything that you waited to reveal to your spouse. Do you guys think of anything? I think it was a while before I told Jenna that I didn't know how to swim.
Oh, really? Huh?
Mhm.
Now, did you deliberately keep that a secret, or was it just something that never came up?
It was just something that never came up, and I felt that if it ever would, I would just be so embarrassed.
I think
by
it's
it.
cute.
But did you have to tell her out of necessity? Like, were you guys about to go on vacation and you're like, by the
yes.
way,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't just like something you could drop casually. It was like you had to let her know because now was the time to let her know.
Because like 3 months after we started to date, we went on like our first kind of trip together.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Wait,
I had
did she
to tell her.
care?
No,
No? No?
On that vacation, we both got drunk by the pool, and she tried to teach me how to swim.
Whilst drunk.
We were both hammered.
That's one way to do it.
I didn't learn.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. How about you, Dan Maury?
I never told him. I mean, he found out a lot of stuff just once we started living together.
Yeah.
Like that I'm horrible with my money, that I'm very messy. I am a pack rat. Like I collect all kinds of stuff.
Junk, yeah.
Like
Oh,
junk. Like
God, yeah.
there's a lot that he found out that was not good.
No. I'm trying to think if there was anything that I waited to reveal. I didn't really, because when I met Catherine, I was sort of older already. I had already been married, and I wasn't in a place like I wasn't in the best place when I met Catherine, and so I was sort of trying to change a lot of the things that I was doing and a lot of the ways that I was living. So I was pretty open about a lot of stuff, but I will tell you this, is that there is still things to this day that will come up, and I will say things to Catherine that she will have no idea were a part of my life.
Oh, really?
Like there are still, like I would say it's a regular thing that something will come up that Catherine will have no idea. Well, does she care? No, she doesn't care. No, oftentimes she's just concerned.
Yeah.
Right? Oftentimes she'll just be concerned that how can I have gone this long without talking about something?
Yeah.
And so it concerns her. She's like, what, like, where do you put that? Right. And so that's the stuff that usually happens, but I've never keep something from her. It just will come out one day. Right. But other than that, no, I don't keep secrets because I don't care. Right.
Yeah.
Like I just don't care about anything enough to sort of keep it all a secret from her. So I'm pretty open, but it's impossible to tell her everything.
Like, do you think that if you started dating somebody else, like if Catherine didn't work out and you were dating somebody else, would you be more open?
No, because I had no history of that before Catherine. Even with my wife, I had no history of that. None.
Man, after hearing all that, now I'm concerned. You okay?
No, don't be concerned.
Okay.
No.
Like I want to give you a hug and everything.
No. Don't.
Right.
Believe me. Don't be concerned. It's just like there's just things that, like, just stuff that like you just went through years ago, kind of thing, right? That like you don't talk about it because you never talked about it. But I don't harbor some sort of like deep hurt over it. It's just we'll be watching a movie where something will happen to somebody or somebody will say something and I'll be like, oh yeah, that, and then Kate, she'll be like, what? And like pause movie and like we'll have a conversation about it, right? Yeah. Like just stuff like that where it's not like I'm sitting on things where I'm weighed down by anything anymore.
Yeah.
But sometimes things just come up, right?
Maury, is there anything at all from your past that Matthew has like even now has no idea about?
Oh God, yeah. Like my true. And that's why I asked Roz that question, because like I often thought, okay, like if I get a do-over with another guy, I often say like I would absolutely just be like way more open.
Right.
Because like Matthew doesn't know, my true number.
Your true number.
Yeah, one. Okay.
One.
It's out there.
And there's lots of right. And there's like personal stuff that pisses him off that I talk to other people about, but not him, because I know that he is just absolutely not the best to talk to for advice.
Yeah.
So he'll hear me on the phone, or I'll talk to other people. And it drives him nuts that he's like, well, why can't you talk to me about these things? And I'm like, because you're not good at it. So I don't want to, like, I feel like I can just be honest with him, saying that you're just not the person that's good at that kind of stuff.
Here, turn my computer up for a second, Mocha. Turn my computer up for a second.
What you got?
Is it shaking? Okay, he's back to about. This is when Maury did the one chip challenge with the the California Reaper chip.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
4 feet away from his microphone.
Oh my.
Okay. Are you okay, Maury?
I'm not okay.
You're not okay.
I'm not okay.
You still have
Okay.
another bite. And then 3 more chips after that to eat.
There's half a chip still in my cheek.
Okay. Maybe get the part that is in your cheek out of your cheek.
Like spit it?
No. Okay, you didn't. Okay, now.
You're so gross.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Maury's now spitting out crumpled up chip, mushy chip, back onto the package. He's holding his chest like an old nana whose granddaughter just told her she was.
Oh no! You okay?
Okay, Maury
take my
just
glasses
off. Maury just tried to take his glasses off, but his glasses were already off, so he literally just pinched his own eyebrows. Okay, Maury, go to the bathroom. It's over. It's over. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom. Maury just spit up everywhere like a tiny little baby. Okay, that went well. Did that go the way you thought it was going to go?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so that was
I didn't even know I had.
Maury.
Oh my God.
And I don't know what we did after this, but I'm just looking at this clip right now. There's another 3 minutes to this, so I don't know what you did when you came back in the room.
Oh no!
But yeah, that had lasting effect when you ate the hot things more. That was like, I remember that so well. You were in such rough shape, like you were just not good. Your
Hold
body
on.
was
You know,
terrible.
I'm.
What are you looking for?
I knew I had it on my phone.
Okay, what is it?
Oh my God, I can't believe this is still on my phone. I have pictures from that day.
Do you? How do you have pictures
find
from
that so
that
fast?
day?
I don't know. So here's one. Maury has both of his hands up at his temples. His eyes are closed. His face is squished. And look at this long. This is so gross. This long drool hanging from Maury's mouth.
Oh my God!
Look at that.
Oh God! That is like
Oh, that drool goes
that's
from
a
your
4-foot
mouth.
drool.
Yeah, all the way down to like the top of your belly.
You look like one of those fountains that rich Italians put out front. You're like a concrete cherub.
Look at this one. This is when I guess the flavor like really hit Maury.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my
incredible.
God.
Yeah, we should try and find some of that old stuff because I would like to. There's a whole we did so much on this show before we started archiving things and putting them up on the podcast that I think that we should go and maybe start playing some of that stuff from the vault.
Oh, hell yeah.
That we just haven't heard from, because even somebody asking a question like that triggers something. I completely forgot about the one chip challenge and the drool and
All the food stuff.
All the food stuff. Yeah. But there's other stuff too that I'd like
Like when
to.
Maury tried to
Remember the
crush a watermelon with his eyes.
Yeah.
No, when Mocha had to rub Vaseline all over my chest.
Right, I just found that video. Hold on. I swear to God. I swear to God.
No.
But I don't
And
think
Mocha used a piece of paper to do it, not even his
Yeah, I
hand.
don't want to touch your dirty ass greasy chest.
no, but
I know you were sick that day too.
I think that the one that I found wasn't Mocha rubbing Vaseline on you. I think you were rubbing Vaseline on Mocha.
Oh, I did that too.
Yeah. We had a lot of Vaseline rubbing on this show for some weird reason.
Maury's like, I still got the Vaseline in my locker.
Yeah, that's super. It's super weird. I don't know where it is.
Or the time
anymore.
when Mocha and I had to play Suck and Pass.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that wasn't that long ago. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we don't have to explain what that is. It's better if we don't.
Let's please not. All right. Every week you'll find us on Instagram at Kiss925. Just look for the picture that reads Ask Roz and Mocha. This is where we get your questions from. This is where you leave your questions, and we will answer them on future episodes. Thank you for listening. This has been the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.